Hey y'all, come on in the room. I hope everyone is having an amazing Monday and that y'all are ready to talk the finale of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. But y'all see her, y'all love her, y'all know her. Tyra over at Struggle Reviews TV, how are you today, darling? Are you ready to get into this finale or not?
I'm cool. Finale? I mean, are we really gonna call it that? I don't know. I don't know. I'll share my thoughts when you get into them overall situations because I don't know.
Okay. Okay. That doesn't sound too positive, but come on in the room. Let us know what were you all's overall thoughts. I want to see them in the chat. This is the finale, so even though we'll get into it. But if you're new here, I'm Ashley. This is my sweet perspective, and welcome. You're all very, very welcome. But we're gonna start here because we start here for every live that we do, and I'm gonna go first and give my overall thoughts, but be sure to drop them in the chat as well. So for me, overall thoughts, I did not hate this finale. Did this feel like what we've become accustomed to as the finale? No, it did not. However, what it did do was that it sets us up for season 2, right? We got some doors closed, we got some storylines, kind of put to rest. I'm honestly questioning if they maybe didn't know this was going to get spread out and to get another season, so they wanted just to kind of close the door. I think that makes more sense because it's like, okay, we're telling this novella, we're telling this story in 6 episodes, and we're just going to close it here. They didn't anticipate this multi-year renewal deal on it. But I'm fine. It was peaceful after the trauma of losing my bae, so I didn't hate it. Now, Tyra, I'm gonna go over here to you, and overall, overall thoughts.
They will never play in my face again. They will never play in my face again. Like, if y'all didn't believe in the show, why'd you put it out? This feels like, and they keep going on and on. Oh, this cost the least out of all the shows in the Game of Thrones universe. I bet it did. They said we're gonna spend a Q coin. We're gonna have a couple of little actors here. It's gonna be on the low for the low. We're sparing all the expenses because we might not come back. This just feels like a cute movie that we stretched out to be a series. Now I was already agitated. At first it was cute. It was like a good way. It was like, oh, okay. You got 30 minutes, right? I was like, okay, we just got 30 minutes for this one. Oh, okay, we're just gonna have 30 minutes for episode 3. Oh, okay, episode 4, we got like 37 minutes. But soon as they pick up, we're gonna get some hour long. No, you came and you played in my face for 6 episodes. You will never like this was so underwhelming. This was so underwhelming. This little cute exit that they tried to do. And that's what I was thinking also. It feels like, just in case the people aren't feeling it because it is such a tonal shift from the Game of Thrones or the House of the Dragon universe, we could just say, we did that and we didn't lose a whole lot on the back end. But now that it's actually doing something and we enjoyed it, it's like you still cheat the people who were here and, were present for it. I feel cheated. Like, I don't know. Like, what was I supposed to do with that? Him and Egg walking off. So this turned into some old Hollywood Western, supposed to find solace in them walking off into the sunset and, Egg doing a little rope-a-dope in the end. I don't care about that. It was very anticlimactic. It felt like they rest everything on the episode before, and it was like, oh no, not Baelor. And then after that, we was just supposed to sit cute and be pretty. I don't know. I needed some bodies to drop. I needed something to happen. Like, I needed something to pop in, and it didn't. And then y'all cute. And then y'all want to be cute with them and who asked for that? I ain't never asked for that. HBO, you need to get back to have it as a separate choice down at the bottom beneath the episode. Don't be trying to be cute and attach them 20-minute discussions about what was so great about this episode, trying to stress this out when you gave me a cute 25 minutes. I just needed some more. I needed some more. I just feel left. And then we have to wait for them to grace us with their presence for another season. Now, I'm going to say that it is, something good and immersive that I even care enough to get some more of it. But like, dang, support the people who support you. We supported you. And if you was gonna bring your little raggedy ass up here and have 30-minute episodes, it should have at least been 8 or 10 episodes. At least.
What I will say is that from what I've read and my understanding from the writer, creator, and all of that, is that this really followed narratively, like really, really close to the novella. And there's not a ton of content there. I honestly think in 30 minutes, which is what it seems like they were contracted for, like, because it was nothing going over an hour this season, barely 40 minutes, right? They weren't going over that. I really think there wasn't time to start something else. I don't think they wanted to disappoint viewers by leaving us with a cliffhanger. And really, in 30 minutes, do you have time to open a brand new arc? It was like, let's round this out.
Oh,
Let's give some options. I mean, I'm just saying, because what I will say is, do you? I am. I mean, you know,
We've seen Earths move and shatter in 30 minutes. Ashley, please.
New year, new me. But no, what I will say though, and what I will ask, and I want to ask this to the chat as well. Do you throw away an entire season for a finale that's underwhelming? Like, so how would you still rate this show overall, even though you didn't care for the finale?
Like 1 out of 10?
Yeah.
I would give it a 7. I can give it a solid 7.
That much off of it? That makes it a C, Tyra?
7.25, 7 in the deuce. That's all I got. I don't have anything. I just don't. Like, so much of it, a lot of it was predictable in the sense for me. Cause I'm not from them streets. I ain't never been in this universe. I don't know nothing, but I knew enough to know that this man wasn't never knighted and Egg wasn't just some little peasant boy. So since those things are already out in the open and really not anything for us to anticipate, I really need you to hit. And it's like we put all our weight on the battle and everything, but after that, it was like, okay, and what do I want to come back for? To get into the adventures of Egg and Dunk? I mean, I'm right to say so.
Yeah, literally. Swag fan. It's good to see you, Swag fan. Where you been, Swag fan? Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He says, hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Hey, I hope you're having an amazing day, and I hope you have been well. And Dane, looky. A member for 17 months. Wow. Of the struggle is real. Peace, ladies. The real Baelor Targaryen is here. So are y'all ready for the misadventures of Ginger and Jolly Green Giant and baby Lord
Voldemort?
Leave Egg alone. Leave my baby Egg alone. Okay, so some people are saying what you're saying. Tremaine says 6. Andrew says 9 out of 10. No, but I'd be lying if I say I didn't want more. Danny says 6.89. Really, Danny? C. Right, Golden says 7.5.
On the money.
7.4. Overall 9. Finale is 7. I agree with that. I really think the show was virtually, I mean, it was exceptional. Episodes 1 through 5. I won't throw it away for, a finale that.
I throw it away. Put my high pitch. I didn't say that I was going to throw it away. I just feel cheated as a viewer. I do. I'm sorry.
You did say, I'll never get you another chance to play in my face again. That's what you said, Tyra. That's what you said. Episode 7. Go ahead.
It's dramatic effect. That don't mean I'm not going to roll up in season 2 and be front row and center. I can still be upset and roll up at the same time.
Listen, y'all said it in the Discord last night when we watched this as a collective family, that Tyra need to go over them House of Dragon streets if she wants some bloodshed, some violence, and some ne'er-do-wells.
It's not even that. Like, and I love that. I am a fan of the blood and the brutality of it all. I love that. But it's also just about storytelling. Like, I needed a cliffhanger. I needed anticipation. I needed that. With how cute them episodes were. And I couldn't have been the only one starting off the episode like, baby, y'all show cruising, ain't you? Y'all have we spend 15 minutes 20 minutes on what seems to be like mundane miscellaneous things that we've already laid groundwork for. I need you to hit the ground running with those 30 minutes in the last episode. And it was just like, nah, you got the battle, come back to see us next season. All right, I'll be there, but I won't be happy about it.
I won't be happy about it. Episode 7, or excuse me, episode 6, the finale, was entitled The Morrow. As Ashford mourns a great loss, Dunk considers his next move and whether to keep Egg as his squire or not. And it was as simple as that, honestly, y'all. But as we open up, we are talking to Lionel and Lionel's bootleg maester come to see about Dunk because Dunk is still leaking, Tyra. He looked mighty bad. Mighty bad on the struggle bus. And Lionel is like, listen, Dunk, bro, here you go. You know, I'm your rider. I showed up for you in a real way, better than Bay over there, because Bay, he ain't sacrificed anything. Those were his own people. Like he didn't have no blood in the game. Me, your brother, Lionel Baratheon, got out there in the mud for you. Look at this beautiful face. Look at this hairline they tried to push back. Look. Listen, I was here for you with the full beard that connects and the silver fox energy. You need to ride on with me. You can be my brother. You can hang out. We can drink. We can dance. We can party. You know what I mean? You know I got a house. It's a famous house. Come be a part, Dunk. And Dunk is like, yeah, I don't know. I got to weigh my options. He throws away the maester. Dunk, you'll be all right. You just bleeding a little bit. They'll, just sleep on it. Let me get you some liquor and you're going to be good to go. Tyra, immediately in the Discord, you had strong thoughts about Lionel and his comments about Baelor. But what did you think of this moment? And what do you think of this, the first of many offers Dunk receives this episode?
Dunk gets on my nerves. Like, Dunk gets on my nerves. I was hoping that ass whooping would have woke him up, the loss of lives. And it's still like, not now he's just really down in the dumps because, I kind of got what I wanted in the end, but we lost a great man. We lost. It's all my fault. Like this little realm of self pity, which is to be expected. I want more. I like Dunk, but I seriously thought that this was like hero's journey. Like, oh, we were gonna just fall in love with him in this season. It was just like, oh my god, I can't wait to see how he grows beyond this moment because he's gonna be immaculate and Egg is gonna be right by his side. It's just like, oh. It's Dunk.
I love him. Oh, Lord. You don't like the men with virtue and integrity, Tyra. You don't like.
I don't like. There's a middle ground that he's missing. You can have some of that virtue and go over there and step into the bad side, and we can live a good life. You playing, okay? We don't have time for this. Like I thought that this was making like double down. Like maybe I didn't, make the best decision expecting X, Y, and Z. If this could happen to Baelor and the mixed and company of his own family. I need to straighten up. And it's just like, no, I don't want that. Like, oh, that man, that poor man. It's like, what you mean that man? We were all out there. What about us? We barely made it out of there with our lives. Other lives were lost, and you just kind of fixated on this one thing. And I understand. Baelor was a great man. Good man. He's a good man, Savannah. Absolutely was. But I'm finding it hard to be in love with Dunk. I really am. I'm in love with Egg. Love me some Egg. Dunk. I like him. He a little yang around the house. He'll slowly grow on me, but I don't know really what to make of him and if I want to be with him on this journey of who he's going to be. I want to be with Egg. I want to see what Egg is going to do. I don't know if I care, and I need to care because Dunk is like our lead here. They're a package deal.
Well, I think that was the intent, right? I think for the people who can't all the way get behind Dunk, it's like you have Egg there. Egg is super interesting, a very nuanced character. Dunk is simple. Dunk is plain. Dunk is long, plain, and tall, Tyra. That's what Ser Duncan is.
That's it.
I enjoy him. I really enjoy the naivete of him, like this innocence that he's managed to hold on to, even though he's been through hell in his life. There's really something to me that's ingratiating about it. And I do want to see him win. And I do want to see him live. He does frustrate me a little bit with his, some of the choices. I adore him, Tyra.
I like Dunk. The same way you see a three-legged dog in the street, like you're not gonna pet it or take it home. You just look at it and go, "Oh, that poor thing." Like, just don't even hit it in the road. Just go around it. It's already on literally on its last leg. Look at that three-legged dog in the street, all hurt. Hopefully, it limps his way to safety. Poor thing. I don't want to take it home or pet it or let it grow underneath my roof. Leave it in the street.
She said, I want to let it live. So easing on down the road. And drop it in the comments. I don't know. I don't see Lowry X and I don't see Vic tonight, but they know this baby's name. I don't know this baby's name, but I know that this is one of Baelor's sons. And these are at his services, honey, his memorial, his homegoing, if you will. And and I was immediately, when I saw that little tinge of Targaryen peeking through his hairline, I said, I don't like it. I don't like the skunk stripe on the side. I don't like that I feel like he's going to be a villain down the road. I feel like he's just not right. This is kind of like, I was like, we're going to see him again. But we're at the homegoing service. Dunk shows up because he, at this moment, why did I live? Y'all said if the gods be true, if they be just, I done sat under the tree, John's people tree, Ned's people tree, and tried to listen to see what they would say as to why Bay was taken and I am still here. And the son basically affirms everything Dunk was thinking. Because hell, why are you here? My father would have changed this place. He would have changed the realm. He was supposed to be king. He was a good man. And he lost it all on a fool's errand trying to stand up for you. And you look at you, just big for no reason, just tall for no reason, and alive. And my daddy dead, burning on the pyre. Back here, I said, this is an arch enemy. This is an enemy for life, Dunk. And I don't even think Dunk's aware. But Tyra, how did this conversation make you feel? Are we going to see Baelor's son again? And is it going to be at enmity with who Dunk is and Dunk's journey?
It better be. This better be the best villain origin story known to man. We better be on the precipice of something amazing that's about to pop off in the next season. Because this doesn't stay here. I was over there with him. Like, what? Why do you get to live? You know what? Why? Like, why? Because I feel like, that energy that I want Dunk to carry. Baelor is an older established man. It's like he found that sweet spot and that middle ground of trying to do the honorable thing. But also, if I have to get a little dirty, if you want to get crazy, we can get crazy. I was over there with him. This was a man's man, a man of the people. The man that people know, unlike Duncan, Sir Pennywise, you got to walk away and not my dad. It's like, now, I know you didn't force him to go out there. I know that this was at the hand of our own family. This was something basically accidental in the worst way. But you got to live over him. We can't just drop this here. He got to come back. Well, please don't play. Y'all already made me mad. This is Baelor. Bring him back so we can go. Hopefully he extra skunk white by the time we see. I don't even want a stripe. I want half the head. I just want him to descend. Like we need some arch enemies around here. I like a good set of violence. Okay, give me some of that. I want some of that. And I think it'll be cute because you'll relate to him. Like, it's Baelor's son. Like, he has to have some of those. Like, no, this is Baelor, son without the influence of his father. I want to see some crazy Mad King type of energy. That's what I want to say.
I mean, I don't doubt it. It was very foreshadowing. I was like, oh Lord, I see where this is going. Yes, I've never seen a father die in his son's armor. Yeah, he did have the wrong armor on, and they're saying that's really the point of contention, that the was too small.
It wasn't properly fit.
Into it. Yeah, because you got your son's stuff on. Dane, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. This ended without Dunk getting cheeks from Too Tall. Yeah.
None, Dane, none.
But if you heard the little Kiki at the end with Egg, the little Easter egg, Easter egg, he was like, we should go to Dorne. There's some nice things in Dorne. Mm-hmm. We know Tansel Too Tall is in Dorne, so that'll be cute. We'll see her again, I'm sure. But now, we're going around kind of talking to the friends, saying our goodbyes, and we go over here with Raymond Fossaway, who survived it. He's walking with a cane and a limp. Pimping, Tyra, literally. And we find out that the whore of Babylon, one of the whores of Babylon, is now Mrs. Fossaway. And listen, and an expectant mother. And Raymond is the father, right? He made a housewife, literally, with a child that is not his. I will say this. And he got new arms as well, because now he's a green rotten apple. I adore Raymond. Raymond did his biggest one. I was actually really interested in this friendship that was forged kind of just out of mediocrity. I enjoyed it. But this part with the whore of Babylon really took me over. Yeah, because, we kissed and she told me she was pregnant, so we had to get married. Like, this is my wife. I love City Girls Up 10,000 because now I have a name. I'm a part of a house. I went from hooking on Sunday, Tyra, to being a wife on Sunday. I am so excited about this. And it really tickled me, honestly, because I was like, why are we doing this? Why are we going here? We absolutely knew that the Whore of Babylons were going to come back after we met them the first episode. But I didn't think in this capacity. Tyra, talk to me about the Whore of Babylon being a new wife and Raymond, Raymond being a good friend ultimately.
Child, this is what I be talking about. Wasting time, throwing stuff. Oh, let's just throw in everything but the kitchen sink. Let's go over here and spend some time with the hoes. So look at here. These hoes weren't as vital as I thought they were going to be from when we met them in the first episode. I thought they were going to be in them trenches, helping Dunk, giving intel because they be all outside. They know everyone. It was just, very. What when we had her stand up at the battle? It's like, yeah. Oh, and nobody else is clapping for Dunk. Let me sit down. That was just that. I don't even think we got at least promise of them like creeping around or sleeping or like what did we miss? Did I miss something? What was that ever a thing? Anyway, this ain't his baby. Girl, look at here. He's a simpleton right along with Dunk. I at least wanted more of their friendship dynamic because it was a bright spot in the show, but we didn't get a whole lot of it. As quickly as we met, it was time to just kind of go into battle, and we had to explain everything to Maelor and the whole egg situation. We didn't really get a whole lot. It was just kind of prep, but it was enough to know that we cared. But her coming over here saying, no, but I'm with child. Say, girl, please. You putting your mouth on her? You put your mouth on her? You didn't kiss everybody in the north? Sir. Ew. But he said he got a little, bun in the oven, and he about to make her a woman, make her a wife. I said, that's cute. Hopefully this isn't the last that we see of him. And I'm hoping that there's something to him surviving and he's pivotal for something, or there's like some transformative things, season 2, like, oh, okay, like, all right, we see you. Don't let this just be here and he turned into Papa Smurf. Please don't play with me. Just don't. Because the tones in the show were interesting. The tonal shifts, they were more abrupt than I expected. And at first it was just like shock. Like, oh my goodness, I didn't expect us to, be like this. But like here, when we had something so heavy last episode and it comes here and it's like a fairy tale, or, we get that Robin Hood, Men in Tights type energy. Now it just kind of feels disjointed. Like, I don't want to be here with them. I don't know her. I don't know this hoe. Get us back over there with something that matters, please. But, congratulations, boy. I hope you have a good old baby shower down there with your Burberry shirt.
I really hope we get to see more of Raymond. You guys have to help me, the people who are deeply immersed in Westeros and all of the lore. By the time we get to Game of Thrones, they're not like a big house that's represented anymore, are they? The Fossaways? Let me know. And I really wonder if because we also hear him talk about Stefan, and yes, Stefan left me out here because he said I betrayed the family, and it was like, no, he betrayed it. So I want to also know, is there a fracture from this point on in the Fossaway family? Is Raymond in exile? I definitely do hope I see him in future seasons. I admire his bravery. He ain't have to get knighted and go out there to fight to help save Dunk, especially being how little he is. I am really shocked that he made it. I thought he was a goner for sure.
I was going to say that. And I feel like that's the only thing that they wanted him here for. I would be shocked to really see him like that in another season. It really gave like, aha, yeah, you thought he was going to die and it was Baylor. Gotcha. You got to be quicker than that. I feel like he was just there for, you got to be quicker than that. He made it out and the likes of a Baylor died. He better mean something because they tried to have a little cute friendship.
They did. And I hope he does. And we'll see. Next, though, we go over here to Makar because Dunk has been summoned by yet another person. And I want to make you an offer you can't refuse this time. But this time, listen, Egg is not going to squire for anybody else. He needs the training. And quiet as has kept Dunk, you're fine, but you need training too to become a real boy, to be a real knight. Since now we officially know you were never knighted, Dunk. And so, yeah, come over here. You can stay at the pad. It's beautiful. You can have your own rooms. Just train my son, do the biggest one, and then you'll be set for life, Dunk. That's all you got to do. Yeah, I've had my fill of princes, my lord. I can't do this anymore in your family. And then, of course, we get to hear Makar talk about this tragedy. And ultimately, see, Makar did love his brother, and basically how this is going to be a point of contention and a point of discussion for everywhere in the Seven Kingdoms, right? Because, it's either going to be Makar was jealous. He always wanted the spot. even though Maekar is not next in line for succession, so this conversation was a little interesting because all of Bae's kids would have to die before he would be eligible, right, as heir.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, and I know it gets there eventually. But also, Dunk, you're the one who got my brother killed, and that's forever who you're going to be known as. So we're both in this predicament. But, if you wash my back, I can wash yours. I can get Egg where I need him to be. He's my last chance at really giving the world a noble Targaryen. Listen, my other kids are gone. Aemon is at the Citadel being trained. Darren the Dreamer is a drunk, and he's not going to be nobody and do anything. He's not going to grow up and pay attention ever. And Aerion is a demon who thinks he's a literal dragon. Tyra, why didn't Dunk take this offer immediately? Because I'm going with you. I'm a Summer Garden or whatever it is. Let me go. Pack my stuff up. All right.
I was hoping that he was reading Maelor, because Maelor, when they met, he was pretty abrasive and showed no interest as far as Dunk, and was leaning into him all about Egg and how'd you get my son. It was really Baelor who tried to extend an olive branch and listen and give that opportunity in the first place. So now it's here, you have this proposition. I was like, hopefully we cut to a scene and this is like, what are we going to do today, Pinky? We're going to take over the world. We're going to do what we always do, Pinky, take over the world. Hopefully this is a diabolical plan. It's just like, no, this is a proposition. He never gave at any moment that he cared that deeply for his sons, especially the likes of Egg. Like, well, if you aren't going to be anything, and you, I guess, got to go to what's next. And I don't know. I thought Maelor would be more accusatory. I thought he would be angry. I thought he would really be leaning into and blaming Dunk. But maybe that wasn't the route he wanted to go, even if he felt that inside, because I want you to take on my son. I didn't expect him to react this way. But I mean, hey, it was all very positive. the whole episode, was very positive, because he with the likes of his son and how them seeds turned out, he just doesn't feel like an honorable man. He felt like the complete opposite of a Baelor. So I thought that even though we know how he died, he would get in here and play the blame game and do the absolute most to, throw the heat off of him. Because like you said, this is going to be the talk of the town for quite some time. This is ruining things. Then I lost my brother. No, it was just all cool. That goddamn Dunk annoys me. I don't, what, how can we get here and lie? I already knew, I'd been knew he was lying. I knew you weren't knighted. You got here off the backs of a lie, Sir Penny Jr. And you've been in here. Baby, we're from the slums. We're from the gutter. Like, what? How is one lie okay and not the other? How is one proposition okay and not the other? Especially one that's going to benefit you. And I thought at this moment, he would at least just think about Egg. Because if Baelor and all of them didn't teach you nothing in the little time that you had with them, hell, even Egg, girl child ain't safe in a family of man. Get me out of here, Dunk. Don't leave me with people. Even if it wasn't just, for selfish reasons and whatever he could gain from it. I don't want to leave Egg with these people. You got here and said no, you're done. So you gonna leave Egg too? You just was over it. You know what? Simple ass. This make me mad.
He said, I can't do this anymore. He said, it's too much. It's too much. But again, you're crippled. You don't have no money. You broke. You ain't win nothing still, Dunk. You didn't even accomplish your purpose for even being here in the first place, which was to fight and be successful in attorney. And I don't know, because I see your comments about you can't decide if Maekar, the character, is inconsistent or complicated and complex. From the lore that I've read about him, of course, this was completely accidental. And although, I think people expected there to be envy there around Baelor being heir apparent and him, just kind of being over to the side, he really had a great love and affection for his brother. I will say what they do in the show narratively with him is he always seems like he just can't be bothered. I didn't get the evilness of like an Aryan from him throughout the season. It just really he had a flat affect and he was kind of apathetic about anything that was going on. Like even his son's missing. It was like, well, oh God. But I still think he had some hope, right? Because he still wanted them to fight in the tourney. Darren was already avoiding it. Egg had run away. Darren had run away. He was like, well, what the hell? Are my sons ever going to be anything? That's kind of what I saw more from him than like a vindictive nature. But then when we get to another conversation, And we'll talk about that. I think it's the next slide. We'll get into that more because I was like, well, he raised him. But over here, because Egg is always listening and eavesdropping, because Egg is, listen, the king of his own realm. He said, I need to know. I got my ear to the floor, to the door, because I need to know what's going on. And honestly, Dunk, you're not the knight I thought you were. Because how could you leave me here? At one point, we see baby Dunk going in with the blicky. He's going in with the blade, Tyra, while Arian is asleep. He said, listen, I got to get them. He told me that if he makes it, he's going to cut off my member and make me his wife. I'm not doing that. Egg said, I'll get it out the mud, damn it. Dunk ain't going to save me. My daddy ain't going to save me. I'm going to save myself. And what better way to do it than while Arian's sleeping? I said, I like it in you, Egg. I can't lie. I respected it, Tyra, but Makar caught him, and so he couldn't get it done. But over here, you're not the knight I thought you were. You just gonna leave me? You just gonna leave me? I hated this part. At this moment, this is when I feel like Dunk should have said something. I don't think it should have been after the fact when we're talking to Darren. But talk to me about this conversation and talk to me about Egg taking out Arian. Do you think if Makar wasn't there, he'd have did it? He'd have been Kinslayer?
I would hope
Egg.
so. We didn't get all sharp for nothing. He dressed in all black, like the Omen. He said, hey, your friend singing, this is for my homies. Okay, I'm about to roll up. Baby, clean. Poppy collar. Egg. It was clean as hell, okay? So I'm on a mission. I thought we shared the same sentiments. I told you what those people had planned for me and what he did to me. Not only did we not finish the deed, because baby, Egg was the main one in the crowd, like, finish him. Finish him. Like, oh, we're gonna end it here. So you're not gonna dead him? Fine. Guess I gotta do it myself. But you're gonna leave me here? It's like, all right. I mean, if I gotta stay here, both of us ain't walking out of this room. It was him creeping up all slow with his little pimp hat. I said, come on, Egg. He did. He said, oh, Lord, you ain't never hovered over us in all this time, Dad. What are you doing here? Catching me. But the you're not the knight I thought you were? Come on, baby. Speak to the children. Get out of here, Egg. You deserve better. Okay? We don't have to take this. You could have found someone else. Like, Dunk is very wishy-washy. I'm trying to identify with him because he's suffered and there's been some loss, because losing everybody else is one thing, but losing Baelor, that really touched him because he really revered and respected him, because this was the first person to really, outside of Egg, take him seriously and look at him as a real knight, because baby Sarpini show didn't give a damn. It's just like, oh God, no. And I knew he was going to be tripping after he cried and he was breaking down at the end of the previous episode. But what they got to do with me? Get me out of here, Dunk, or else throw me over Seth's shoulders and run off. What do you mean? I guess I got to do it myself. Since I'm the only man in the room, I got to go. I got business to take care of. I said, absolutely. I thought he should have threw that little scarf, said, I said good day, sir. I said good day and walked out and went and deaded that man. But, Daddy called us, so we couldn't take our brother out. But this was disappointing. I hated to see Egg. Like, there's enough disappointments in this baby's life, okay? There's enough of that. It's very, like, I thought you were going to be different, and you're not.
Mm-hmm. You disappoint me like every other man in my life. But no, I really do. I really question if he would have gone through with it. If Makar wasn't there and he really had it. I honestly, I don't know. I think that would have forever altered him. And I don't think, well, we know he wouldn't have been the same. And I just think that would have set him on a completely different course in life. I'm kind of glad Makar was there, at least to buffer that. And, anyway, I don't know. But I do
wouldn't want to kill him, We wouldn't want to do that.
I want Arian taken out, but then I think about how it would have just changed Aegon forever. Anyways. Easing on down the road, because Dunk, made his profession and he's not doing anything. Of course, Darren knows. And Darren is the dreamer anyway, because I know what's going to happen anyway. Dunk, look at me. I'm drunk. And Dunk is like, you can't stay out of a beer hall, can you? You just keep your head in a glass, a pint of wine, whatever. And he starts talking, well, he wasn't always bad. He's like, Egg's not bad. Your brother's not bad. He just needs a little guidance. He's all right. I wasn't talking about Egg. Arian was actually a good kid before he got left alone with our father. And again, now it comes up, well, maybe Makar is dreadful, because who creates an Arian? Who raises an Arian to turn out the way he is? And immediately Dunk has this kind of regret, like, oh, damn, Arian wasn't born that way. Like, He was made. Like, so could Aegon? I don't want that to happen to Aegon. So now I've changed my mind, Tyra. What do you think of this appeal for Darren? Was this selfish motive, or do you think he's really just looking out for his brother? What did you think of their interaction?
I feel like this was genuine. I mean, I'm still a little murky on the, I seen a vision and you're gonna slay a dragon and whatnot. Did you not see Baylor in this vision? Huh? Did you not care? Do you have some other plans that we don't know about? But I think he's too busy being consumed by these visions and all the drinking to block these things out to really be bad in that way. And it's just like, look, either you take Egg or he will. Like, I hated that it took the he's always so late. And I know he's simple, but every moment, Dunk, I try to give Dunk some energy. He goes right back to being a village idiot. He's so late all the time. And we like, come on, my sweet baby. You gotta give him that Monique, my sweet baby, my sweet boy. If you don't take him now, there's no coming back from this moment. Just like, what he felt like he was gonna have to do to stay here. If I'm going to stay here, I need to take my brother out. That would have descended, him on down into some little path already. So it's like, oh, okay, well, now I understand. I'm going to take him with me. Are you sure? Now you want to take him? Maxie, I'm going to take him with me. You going to take him with you? Thank you so much, Dunk, for catching on and realizing after everything that you've already heard and seen that this may not be the best environment for Egg to grow up in. And it's not really about you. It's about him as well. Are you going to consider him? Because you acted like now you were going off into battle. I want you here when I come back, young man, and I'll send my dogs after you. Keep that same energy. You made me a promise, brother.
Well, now, shortly after that, a few moments later, he limps back on over there, Tyra, and he says, listen, I can take him, but I'm not going to your house. We're going to be out on the road. I'm a hedge knight. He's like, there's a million hedge knights, damn it. And they not about anything. I can't have my son sleeping on the ground, eating hard salt beef. He's not doing that. All right. Well, Dunk's like, I try. I try. All right, Makar. I can't. And then in the final hour, Egg comes riding up, walking, running. Ser Duncan, my father told me I was to serve you. I'm going with you. Would you say Dobby? Dobby's going with you.
Dobby has given Master has given Dobby a sock. Oh, Master has given Dobby a sock.
And my thing is, Egg, you don't care about Dunk. He is fully at this moment in my mind all about self-preservation. Egg is like, I gotta live. I gotta put me first, Lucius. I gotta put me first. If I stay here and Arian gets well, he's going to kill me. I'm not going nowhere with my daddy. We see Makar at the end of the episode. Where's Egg? Oh God, I done lost him again. Damn it, my son is gone again. What is this going to mean, Tyra? Why is Egg perpetually putting Dunk's life in danger? And where do we go from him? And what do you think about Makar really being like, that's my son. That's my last son. I'm not going to have him out there with you. I need him up under me so I can ruin him personally.
That really felt like somebody might see him and know of his lineage. I don't need him out there eating cold, soft beef and extra large ass ostrich eggs by the fire outside, sleeping without any tent or coverage with you, beating them clothes on a rack. Not my son. It felt more superficial than anything. And then I feel like he still wanted to kind of give Egg what he wanted, but also keep a close eye to just try to see or maybe ease his way in there and make Egg think that he's getting what he needs all the while you're planting seeds. It's just like, yeah, it'll do him some good to be away from all of this. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna take him with me. They're just like, well, yeah, I tried. Egg dipping off here, I don't blame him because Dunk a little wishy-washy, okay? I feel like since Dunk then immediately after everything, after it all was said and done and you knew exactly who I was, the moment he let Egg back into the fold and he needed to gather those, 6 men or whatever, everything else for me was water under the bridge. Like, there should have been solidarity there. So when my father rolls up and gives you a proposition, what you mean no? What do you mean no? Like, so now it's like, can I really trust you? Are you really going to take care of me? You already do. Are you going to protect me up in here? Well, everybody knows that it's X amount. No, actually, it's 9 kingdoms. Read a book. It's like, boy, he's over it. He said, I need to be with an intellectual. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. But it's also, preservation, as you said. But I feel like there's a little layer of distrust, because why did it take so much convincing? Do you really want me here? Are you capable? Are you dependable? Because Dunk is he's still learning and trying to be in a way himself. He still has a long way to go. It really feels like Egg is just light years. It's like, yeah, you're a means to an end, but I don't actually need you. Like, I don't. Not in the way I thought I did. I think he felt like he needed him in the capacity of like brotherhood and just like a relationship. Not so much, for the squire and stuff. There's that. But he needed him for that. But when I wanted you to show up as my brother, you weren't there. So yeah, I'm about to go on and disappear like a thief in the night, and you can play find me.
Inaccurate, honey Ray Amore, because somebody said make her holler and looking for Egg is reminiscent of Home Alone when she notices Kevin. Like, yes, literally, because they needed CPS called on them too. I fear they lost Kevin too many times. They abandoned him too many times, and Makar can't keep track. He can't keep track of them. But y'all, that was it. That was a Night of the Seven Kingdoms, the finale. Yeah, so drop it. Be sure to drop it in the comments after the live. Let us know how you rated it on a scale of 1 to 10. I would love to know. And Tyra, what you got going on this week, friend? Any final thoughts on the series? Are you ready for season 2? Any predictions for season 2?
When is that even coming? Like, they're gonna be cute? They're gonna have us waiting in the wind. What you say, Tabone? They're gonna have us Tabone in the wind, like we are over here, all about Interview with the Vampire, taking your sweet time after you gave us 6 solid 30-minute episodes, really 20 minutes if you want to calculate the ending in the beginning when y'all be doing them sorry ass recaps. 20-minute episodes, HBO. I don't have anything. They better do better, and it better be longer, and it better be more episodes. Y'all want to be cute and give 30? You need to give 10 to 12 episodes seasons. Nights. But as far as what's coming up, be sure to tune in for 90 Day Fiance. What else we getting into? I'm drawing a blank. Love Story. Love is Blind. Oh, it may be Paradise. I'm not sure. It's gonna say Paradise season 2. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Ashley backstage about that one. I'm not totally sure about that. Will you ladies be covering House of the Dragon? I've never seen House of the Dragon. I just watched Game of Thrones last year in general, so I'm new to the world. I would have to go get caught up and actually watch that. But But yeah, it's a lot of stuff coming. Get the notifications on, please.
And I cover it. And if you want to get your whole life, go back and check out the season 2 reviews I did for House of the Dragon. That was a fun time. But thank y'all for coming through. We appreciate you so much. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Go over to both channels and do that for us. Drop a comment. That helps as well. And make sure your notifications are on so you don't miss a thing. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for 90 Day Fiance. And check out the uploads as well, because there's a ton of stuff. Andrew said Cross season 2. Yeah.
We talk about Cross. We're currently talking about Cross. The review should be up. What will we be on? What is it? Episode 5 this week? It would be episode 5. Yeah, go check out those two live discussions of Cross, and then come back and tell us about it.
But thank y'all so much for being here. We appreciate it. And Dane, shut your up. Do you hear me? Shut up. Don't ever come for an accent I make on here when I'm trying to give you the best that I got. Don't do me, Dane. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not on a Monday night. But we love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have the most amazing rest of your week, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. That's my mama, I've been hustling since the sandbox. I'm a golden stone.